Hello and welcome to Calm Mind, a place where thoughts are allowed to slow down. You don't need to make anything happen or arrive anywhere. Right now, your only invitation is to be here. Just this. Just you. Just resting. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw release. Allow your eyelids to grow heavy in their own time. No rush. Let's close the door on the day together and begin. I want to speak to something you might be experiencing right now, as you lie here in the dark. Something physical. Something your body is trying to tell you. You've laid down. You've gotten into bed. You've assumed the posture of rest. But your body, your physical body, your muscles, your tissues, your nervous system, hasn't quite arrived yet. It's still back there, in the day. Still holding. Still braced. Still activated. If these gentle journeys are meaningful to you, I invite you to like, subscribe, or share a reflection below. It helps other restless minds find their way here. But for now, your only task is to relax. Maybe your shoulders are still raised slightly, carrying the tension of whatever you are holding today. Maybe your jaw is clenched, teeth touching, holding back words or holding in stress. Maybe your hands are curled into loose fists, unable to fully open and release. Maybe your belly is tight, contracted, holding your center rigid as if you still need to be ready for something. Maybe your neck feels stiff, your lower back aching, your hips locked. This isn't unusual. This isn't wrong. This is simply what happens when you move from day to night faster than your body can transition. Your mind decided it was time for bed. Your schedule said it was time to sleep. You got horizontal, turned off the lights, closed your eyes. But your body, your faithful, patient, often ignored body, is still finishing the day, still processing everything it experienced, still holding patterns of tension it accumulated across hours of activity. Tonight, we're going to give your body permission and support to finally finish the day, to complete the transition from doing to being, from holding to releasing, from day mode to night mode, not just mentally, but physically, somatically, in the tissues and cells themselves. This is not a practice of forcing your body to relax. This is a practice of listening to what your body is still holding, and gently, gradually, with deep compassion, helping it set those things down. Think about your day for a moment. Not just what you did, but what your body experienced. Maybe you sat for hours, your body holding itself upright against gravity, your muscles engaged in the constant small work of keeping you positioned at a desk, in front of a screen, in a meeting. Maybe you stood for long periods, your feet bearing your full weight, your legs working constantly to keep you balanced, your back straining to keep you upright. Maybe you moved through the world carrying things, literal things like bags and groceries and children, or metaphorical things like worry and responsibility and the weight of other people's needs. Maybe you had difficult conversations, and your body braced itself for conflict, tightened to protect you, held itself ready for fight or flight even though neither was possible. Maybe you smiled when you didn't feel like smiling, and your face held that tension. Maybe you stayed silent when you wanted to speak, and your throat contracted around those unspoken words. Your body has been working all day, not just your mind. Your actual physical body has been engaged in constant labor, holding, supporting, protecting, containing, bracing, performing. And now, lying here, it's still doing that work, still holding those patterns. Because your body doesn't know the day is over until you help it understand, until you give it permission to stop, until you support it in releasing what it's been carrying. The Vietnamese Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh taught, "The body is the ground of all being, including the being of the mind." Your body isn't separate from you. It is you. And right now, part of you, the physical, embodied part, is still in the day, still working, still holding. Can you feel it? The residual tension, the incomplete release, the sense that your body is still waiting for something, still prepared for something, still not quite at rest? You might be thinking, does this really matter? Can't I just ignore the tension and try to sleep anyway? And yes, sometimes you can. Sometimes exhaustion overrides everything and sleep comes despite the tension. But more often, that physical holding prevents deep rest. Your nervous system reads the tension in your muscles and interprets it as, "We're still on duty. Something still needs our attention. We can't fully let go yet." When your body is still holding patterns of vigilance or protection or bracing, your brain receives a signal. It's not safe to deeply rest. Stay somewhat alert. Keep monitoring. This is why you might sleep, but not feel rested. Why you wake up still tired, still tight, as if you never quite stopped working. Because physically, somatically, you didn't. Your body held tension all night, maintaining patterns from the day, never fully transitioning into the deep relaxation that allows genuine restoration. Physical release isn't just about feeling more comfortable, though that matters. It's about allowing your nervous system to shift from sympathetic activation, the doing, alert, responsive state, into parasympathetic dominance, the rest, restore, integrate state. Your body needs to finish the day, needs to complete the cycle of activation and release, needs to discharge the accumulated tension and return to baseline. And you can help it do that, not through force or effort, but through gentle attention, compassionate listening, and patient support as your body gradually, naturally, lets go of what it's been carrying. Tonight, we're going to move through your body systematically, gently, attending to each area that might still be holding. We'll start by simply noticing, becoming aware of where tension lives in you right now, without judgment, without trying to change it. Just bringing friendly attention to what's true. Then we'll begin the process of release. Not forced relaxation. Forced never works with the body, but invited release. Creating conditions where your body feels safe enough to let go. Offering permission. Removing barriers. We'll work with your breath, which is the bridge between conscious and unconscious, between mind and body, between voluntary control and automatic response. Your breath can signal to your nervous system, it's safe now. You can stop holding. We'll bring awareness to specific areas: jaw, shoulders, hands, belly, hips, feet, and we'll practice what the body therapy world calls somatic release. Letting the body complete its patterns, discharge its held energy, return to neutral. And we'll do all of this with deep compassion for how hard your body has worked today, how faithfully it has served you, how much it deserves this care and attention and rest. This won't be quick. Your body accumulated this tension over hours. It needs time to release it. But that's okay. We have time. All night, if needed. There's nowhere else to be. Nothing else to do except lie here and allow your body to finally, completely finish the day. The poet Mary Oliver wrote, "You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves." Tonight, your body loves rest. It loves release. It loves the sensation of finally setting down what it's been carrying. And all you have to do is let it. Just allow. Just be present while your faithful, patient body does what it knows how to do. Return to ease. Before we begin the actual release work, I want to offer something important. Your body's current state is okay. However much tension you're holding, it's okay. However tight your shoulders, however clenched your jaw, however rigid your belly, it's all okay. Your body isn't doing anything wrong. This tension isn't a failure. It's a response. Your body was responding to your day, to your experiences, to what you needed to do and hold and manage. This tension served a purpose. Maybe your shoulders rose because you needed to protect yourself. Maybe your jaw clenched because you couldn't say what you wanted to say. Maybe your belly tightened because you needed to hold yourself together through something difficult. Your body was helping you. It was doing its job. And now, the job is different. Now the job is rest. But your body needs to know that. Needs to be invited into that different role. Needs permission to stop being on guard and start being at ease. So as we begin, can you offer your body some gratitude? Some appreciation for how hard it worked today. Some gentleness as it tries to learn how to stop. Place your hand on your chest if you'd like. Feel your heart beating, your breath moving. This body, this miraculous, faithful body, has carried you through every moment of your life. It deserves your compassion now as it tries to set down the day. Thank you, body, for working so hard. I'm here now. I'm listening. I'm going to help you rest. You don't have to hold anymore. You're allowed to release. You're safe. Even if your body doesn't believe that yet, even if the tension remains, you've offered the invitation. And that matters. Now let's begin by creating a map. Not forcing anything to change, but simply noticing what's true. Where is your body still holding? We're going to move through your body slowly, bringing gentle attention to each area. Not to fix or change, just to notice. To bear witness to what your body is experiencing right now. Start with your face, your forehead. Is there tension there? Furrows between your brows? A sense of your eyebrows being slightly raised or pulled together? Your eyes, even though they're closed, are the muscles around them tight? Are you squeezing them shut or holding them in some way? Your jaw. This is where so many of us hold tension. Are your teeth touching? Is your jaw clenched, even slightly? Is your tongue pressed against the roof of your mouth? Just notice. Don't try to change it yet. Just, oh, yes, there's tension there. Or, no, that area feels relatively soft. Either is fine. Move to your neck and throat. Your neck that's been holding your head up all day, supporting that heavy sphere. Is it stiff? Does it feel like you couldn't turn it easily if you tried? Is your throat tight, like something is constricted there? Your shoulders. Probably the most common place we hold stress. Are they raised? Even a little? Even a fraction of an inch closer to your ears than they need to be? Is one higher than the other? Your shoulder blades. Are they pinched together or spread wide? Are they resting fully against the bed or hovering slightly, held up by muscle tension? Your arms. Your upper arms. Are they tight against your sides or can they rest loosely? Your elbows. Any tension there? Your forearms. Solid and rigid or soft and heavy? Your hands. Oh, your hands. Your hands that did so much today. Typing, carrying, gesturing, working. Are they open or curled? Are your fingers loose or slightly contracted? Are your thumbs crossed over your palms or resting easy? Move to your chest. Your rib cage. Is your breathing shallow, contained in your upper chest? Or can your ribs expand freely? Is there a sense of armor here, of protecting your heart space? Your belly, your soft, vulnerable belly. Is it tight, pulled in, held firm as if you're trying to protect your organs? Or can it be soft, loose, fully relaxed? Your lower back. The lumbar region that works so hard to support you. Is it aching, tight, arched away from the bed? Or can it settle, releasing its curve, spreading its weight? Your hips and pelvis. This area holds so much physical weight, emotional stress, often even trauma. Do your hips feel tight, locked? Is your pelvis tilted or can it rest neutral? Your legs, your thighs. Are they heavy and relaxed or somewhat contracted? Your knees. Are they soft or held rigid? Your calves, tight from standing or walking, or releasing toward the bed? Your feet and ankles. Your feet that carried you everywhere today. Are your ankles flexed, toes pointing? Or can your feet flop open naturally? Are your toes curled or free? Now take a moment to sense your whole body at once. Where did you notice the most holding? Where is your body most loudly saying, "I'm still working, I'm still on duty, I haven't released yet"? This is your map. These are the places we'll return to, the areas that need your attention and compassion as they learn to let go. Let me explain what's happening in those tight places, those areas that won't release yet. When you experience stress, physical or emotional, your muscles contract. This is ancient, evolutionary. Your body is preparing to fight or flee, tensing to protect vital organs, readying for action. In our ancestors' world, this was adaptive. Tension helped them survive immediate threats. The threat would pass, the danger would end, and their bodies would naturally discharge that tension through movement. Running, fighting, shaking. But in modern life, most of our stresses don't resolve through action. You can't physically fight your boss or flee from a difficult conversation or shake off the weight of responsibility. So your body tenses in response to stress, but never gets to complete the cycle. The tension just stays, accumulates, layers upon itself. Day after day, stress after stress, tension upon tension. Your muscles learn patterns. Your nervous system creates habits. Certain triggers cause certain areas to tighten, and over time, those patterns become your baseline. You forget what relaxed even feels like in those areas. The somatic therapist Peter Levine, who developed somatic experiencing therapy, explains it this way: trauma is not what happens to us, but what we hold inside in the absence of an empathetic witness. We could extend that to say, tension is not what happens to us during the day, but what we hold inside when we don't create space to release it. Tonight, you're creating that space. You're being that empathetic witness for your own body. You're allowing the completion of cycles that got interrupted. You're helping your body finish what it started. Before we work on releasing, I want to honor something. Your tension is intelligent. Every tight muscle, every contracted area, every braced place in your body, it's there for a reason. Your body is not stupid. It's not betraying you. It's protecting you in the only way it knows how. that tight jaw. Maybe it's holding back words you couldn't safely say. Maybe it's keeping you from crying when crying wasn't possible. Maybe it's protecting you from biting someone or screaming or letting your true feelings show. Those raised shoulders. Maybe they're guarding your neck, keeping you safe from attack, real or metaphorical. Maybe they're helping you appear smaller, less threatening, more acceptable. Maybe they're literally holding up the weight of responsibility. That rigid belly. Maybe it's protecting your vulnerability, keeping your soft center safe from perceived threats. Maybe it's holding in emotions too big to process. Maybe it's creating a sense of containment when life feels chaotic. Your tension has been serving you, and part of releasing it is acknowledging that service, honoring what it's been trying to do, before asking it to stop. So as we move toward release, we do so with gratitude. Thank you, jaw, for protecting me. Thank you, shoulders, for carrying so much. Thank you, belly, for keeping me contained. And now, gently, with love, you can rest. The protection is appreciated, but for tonight, it's not needed. You're safe here. You're allowed to soften. You're permitted to stop working. Your body might not believe this yet. The tension might not immediately release just because you're giving permission. That's okay. We're planting seeds. We're creating new possibilities. We're beginning a conversation with your body about what safety and rest might feel like. Before we move forward, I want to speak to something that might be happening as you scan your body, a sense of disconnection, of distance, of not quite inhabiting your physical form. Many of us live primarily in our heads. We're so identified with our thoughts, our mental activity, our planning and worrying and analyzing, that we barely notice we have a body until it hurts or gets sick or refuses to keep going. Your body becomes like a vehicle you're driving, something separate from you rather than an integral part of who you are. You might think of it as something you have rather than something you are. And so when I ask you to scan your body and notice tension, you might find yourself uncertain. What exactly am I supposed to be feeling? How do I know if I'm tense? Is this normal or is this holding? This disconnection isn't your fault. Modern life encourages it. We sit still for hours, staring at screens, living in our minds while our bodies become just the thing that carries our head around. We learn to override our body's signals, to ignore fatigue when there's work to be done, to suppress hunger when it's not mealtime, to hold our bladder when leaving our desk would be inconvenient, to keep going when our body says stop. Over time, we stop listening, and when we stop listening, we stop being able to hear. The signals become faint. The connection becomes tenuous. So if you're lying here feeling disconnected from your physical sensations, feeling uncertain about what your body is experiencing, that's okay. That's where we start. The very act of bringing attention to your body, even if it feels vague or unclear at first, is beginning to rebuild that connection. You're practicing embodiment. You're coming back home to your physical self. And it's a practice, not something you do once and master, but something you return to again and again. Each time you check in with your body, each time you notice a sensation, each time you ask, what am I feeling right now? You're strengthening that connection. Your body has been waiting for this, waiting for your attention, waiting for you to come back and inhabit it fully rather than just think your way through life. So even if you can't feel much right now, even if the sensations are vague or confusing, you're here. You're trying. You're beginning. And that matters profoundly. Over time, as you practice this body awareness, the signals will become clearer. You'll recognize tension more easily. You'll notice subtle sensations you couldn't feel before. You'll become fluent in the language of your own body. But for tonight, just being willing to try is enough. Just bringing your attention here, to this physical form, to these sensations, that's meaningful work. The philosopher Maurice Merleau-Ponty wrote, "The body is our general medium for having a world." Your body isn't just a vehicle. It's how you experience existence itself. It's your interface with reality. And when you disconnect from it, you disconnect from life itself. So this practice of body awareness, of noticing tension and inviting release, it's not just about feeling more comfortable. It's about coming back to life, about being fully here, about inhabiting your existence rather than thinking about it from a distance. Welcome back to your body, even if it feels strange or unfamiliar right now. Even if you don't quite know how to be here yet, you're learning, and your body is so glad you're trying. Now we're going to work with your breath, because your breath is the most powerful tool you have for communicating with your body, for signaling safety, for facilitating release. Your breath is unique in your body's systems. It operates both automatically, you breathe without thinking, and voluntarily, you can consciously control it. This makes breath a bridge between your conscious mind and your automatic nervous system. Your breath can directly influence systems you can't usually control: heart rate, blood pressure, stress hormone release, muscle tension. When you breathe shallowly and quickly, your body interprets this as, "We're in danger. Stay alert. Keep muscles tense and ready. Remain vigilant." But when you breathe slowly and deeply, especially with longer exhales, your body receives a different message. We're safe. You can relax. It's okay to let go. The vagus nerve, a major nerve that runs from your brainstem down through your body, connecting to your heart, lungs, and digestive system, is directly influenced by your breath. Long, slow exhales activate the vagus nerve, which in turn triggers your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and restore system. This is why deep breathing doesn't just feel good. It literally, physiologically changes your body's state. So tonight, we're going to use your breath intentionally, not forcing it, not making it work, but allowing it to become slower, deeper, more complete. And as your breath changes, your body will begin to follow, gradually releasing its held tension. The ancient yogic texts say, when the breath wanders, the mind is unsteady. When the breath is still, the mind is still. We could add, when the breath is constrained, the body holds. But when the breath is free, the body can release. First, let's just notice your breath without changing it. Simply observe. Where do you feel your breath most clearly? In your nostrils as air moves in and out? In your chest as it rises and falls? In your belly as it expands and contracts? Is your breath shallow or deep? Quick or slow? Smooth or irregular? Do you breathe more into your chest or your belly? Is there movement in your rib cage? Can you feel your back expanding with the inhale? Is your exhale complete? Do you fully empty your lungs, or does some air always remain? Your body never quite finishing the out-breath? Just notice. No judgment. Your breath is perfect exactly as it is right now. We're just becoming aware. Now, gently, let's begin to deepen the breath. Not forcing, just inviting. On your next inhale, see if you can breathe just a little more deeply, not straining, just a bit more, filling a bit more of your lungs, letting your belly expand a bit more. And then, on the exhale, see if you can let it out just a little more slowly, not holding it back, but just not rushing it, allowing it to flow out gently, completely. Inhale, a little deeper than before, filling your belly first, then your chest, then all the way to your collarbones. Exhale, a little slower, letting your chest soften, your belly draw in slightly, fully emptying. Again, deep inhale, feeling your whole torso expand. Long, slow exhale, feeling everything release. And now let your breath find its own rhythm. You've shown it what's possible, deeper, slower, more complete. Now let it breathe you. Let it find the pace that feels right for rest. As your breath deepens and slows, notice what happens in your body. Do you feel any areas beginning to soften? Any tension starting to release? Any muscles letting go just a little? This is your breath communicating with your body, saying, "It's safe now. You can stop holding. Rest is allowed." Now we're going to use a technique called breathing into the places where you're holding tension. This isn't literal. You're not actually sending breath to your shoulder or jaw, but you're sending attention there, and attention plus breath creates space for release. Let's start with your jaw, since that's such a common place for holding. On your next inhale, imagine you're breathing in through your jaw, not physically, but in your mind's eye, as if your breath could flow directly to that tight place. And as you exhale, imagine the tension flowing out with your breath, your jaw softening, loosening, letting go. Inhale, breathing spaciousness into your jaw. Exhale, letting tension release, your jaw becoming a little heavier, a little softer. Again, inhale into the jaw. Exhale the tension away. Now move to your shoulders, those faithful, burdened shoulders. Inhale, and as you do, imagine your breath flowing into your shoulders, creating space there, bringing warmth and softness. Exhale, and feel your shoulders drop just slightly, releasing toward the bed, letting go of whatever they've been holding up. Inhale, breath flowing to your shoulders, saying, "You can rest now." Exhale, shoulders dropping, softening, releasing. Move to your belly now, that often tight, protective center. Inhale, letting your breath fill your belly, expanding it fully, creating space. Exhale, and rather than pulling your belly in, just let it soften. Let it be loose, unguarded, vulnerable. Inhale, belly rising, expanding, receiving. Exhale, belly softening, releasing, trusting. You can continue this with any area that needs attention. Your hips, your lower back, your feet. Breathing in, bringing awareness and space. Breathing out, allowing release and softening. Your breath is the messenger, and the message is, you're safe. You can let go. Rest is here. Let me speak honestly about something. The tension you're carrying isn't just uncomfortable. It's costly. It's taking things from you that you might not have connected to physical holding. Chronic muscle tension, the kind that becomes so familiar you barely notice it anymore, requires energy. Constant energy. Your muscles are working all the time, burning fuel, creating metabolic waste, demanding resources. This is partly why you're so tired. Not just mentally tired from your day's activities, but physically depleted from the constant low-level muscular contraction you've been maintaining for hours, maybe for years. That tight jaw, it's been working all day, clenching, holding, bracing, using energy that could have gone elsewhere, creating fatigue that feels like it's coming from nowhere but is actually coming from this constant muscular effort. Those raised shoulders, they've been engaged in continuous contraction, pulling against gravity, holding up tension that keeps accumulating. This isn't occasional stress. It's a marathon your shoulders have been running without rest. And this chronic tension affects more than just energy. It affects your breathing. When your chest is tight, your shoulders raised, your belly held rigid, your breath can't move freely. You're probably breathing into only the top third of your lungs, taking shallow sips of air rather than full nourishing breaths. This means less oxygen to your brain, less oxygen to your tissues, your body constantly working in a slightly oxygen-deprived state, which creates more fatigue, more difficulty concentrating, more brain fog. Chronic tension also affects your circulation. Tight muscles compress blood vessels. Areas of chronic holding receive less blood flow, which means less oxygen delivery and less waste removal. This is why tight areas often feel achy or painful. They're not getting the circulation they need. It affects your digestion too. When your belly is constantly braced, when your core is perpetually tense, your digestive organs can't function optimally. Your parasympathetic nervous system, which governs digestion, can't fully activate when your body is in a state of muscular tension. It affects your sleep quality. You might fall asleep, but if your body never fully releases its tension, you never drop into the deep restorative stages of sleep. You sleep lightly, partially, never quite fully resting. It affects your emotional state. There's a bidirectional relationship between physical tension and emotional experience. Tight muscles create stress hormones. Braced posture signals to your brain that you're under threat. Your body's tension is literally creating anxiety and stress, even when there's no external threat present. And perhaps most significantly, chronic tension disconnects you from pleasure, from joy, from the simple goodness of being in a body. When you're always braced, always guarded, always holding, you can't fully feel positive sensations either. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the pleasure of a good meal, the comfort of being held, the satisfaction of movement, all of these are dampened when your body is locked in protective tension. You're not just carrying stress, you're missing out on life, on the full range of embodied experience that's available when your body is free to feel. I'm not telling you this to make you feel bad about your tension. You didn't choose this. Your body created these patterns in response to real challenges, real stress, real need for protection. But I want you to understand what's at stake. This isn't just about feeling a bit more comfortable. It's about reclaiming your energy, your breath, your emotional equilibrium, your capacity for pleasure and presence. The work we're doing tonight, helping your body release, isn't superficial. It's foundational. It's about giving you back access to your full vitality, your full aliveness, your full human experience. So as we continue with the release practices, know that you're not just relaxing tight muscles. You're reclaiming your life. You're taking back the energy and presence and capacity that chronic tension has been stealing from you. Your body wants this freedom, wants to stop working so hard, wants to release the patterns that are exhausting it and limiting it. And tonight, you're helping it do exactly that. Every breath into tension, every conscious release, every moment of allowing your body to soften, you're supporting your body in reclaiming what's rightfully yours: ease, vitality, the full experience of being alive. Now we're going to work through your body systematically, area by area, inviting each part to release. This is adapted from a practice called progressive muscle relaxation, but we're doing it gently, without force. The process is simple. We'll bring awareness to each area, notice what's there, and then invite release. Sometimes we'll use gentle contraction first, briefly tensing before releasing, because sometimes the body releases more fully after being given permission to contract. This isn't about forcing relaxation. It's about creating conditions where your body can choose to let go, offering invitations, removing barriers, making space. We'll move slowly. There's no rush. Each area deserves attention, patience, compassion. And remember, if an area doesn't release, that's okay. Some tension is deep, old, protective. It might not feel safe to release tonight. And that's perfectly fine. We're not demanding anything. We're just offering possibilities. Let's begin with your face, your forehead. Notice any tension in your forehead, any lines, any tightness, any sense of effort. Now, gently, raise your eyebrows slightly, just a small movement. Feel the muscles in your forehead contract. And release. Let your eyebrows drop, your forehead smooth, all effort falling away. Feel the difference. The release after engagement. Your forehead becoming just a little more soft. Your eyes. Even closed, the muscles around your eyes can be tight. Gently squeeze your eyes shut. Not hard, just a gentle squeeze. Feel the muscles contract. And let go. Let your eyes rest softly in their sockets. No effort to keep them closed or keep them open. Just resting. The muscles around your eyes softening, the whole eye area becoming quiet and still. Your jaw. This is crucial. Notice how your jaw is now. Are your teeth touching? Your tongue position? Any clenching? Let your lips part slightly. just a small space between them. Let your teeth separate, your bottom jaw becoming heavy, your upper and lower teeth no longer meeting. Let your tongue rest loosely in your mouth, not pressed against anything, just loose and soft like a piece of velvet draped in your mouth. Feel your jaw becoming heavy, the muscles that have been working to hold it in place finally getting to rest. Your jaw might even drop open slightly. That's perfect. This releasing of the jaw often triggers a cascade of release through your whole body. The jaw is connected to so much, physically and emotionally. When it releases, everything else becomes a little more possible. Your neck, that tireless support structure. First, just notice, is your neck rigid? Does it feel like it's still holding your head up even though your head is resting on a pillow? Very gently, press the back of your head into your pillow. Just a small amount of pressure. Feel your neck muscles engage. And release. Let your head become completely heavy in the pillow. Let the pillow hold all the weight. Your neck does nothing. The pillow does the work. Feel your neck softening, lengthening, releasing its protective grip. Now your shoulders. Oh, your shoulders. Notice where they are right now. Raised at all, even slightly, or fully dropped. On an inhale, let your shoulders rise toward your ears. Pull them up. Feel the contraction. And on your exhale, let them drop completely. Let them fall away from your ears, heavy and loose, all tension draining out of them into the bed. Feel them settling, getting heavier, releasing more deeply with each breath. Your shoulders don't need to hold anything right now. Not your concerns, not your responsibilities, not the weight of the world. Right now, they can just be shoulders. Heavy, resting, at ease. Your arms. Your upper arms that have been engaged all day in whatever work you are doing. Let them become heavy, dead weight, so heavy the bed has to support them completely. Feel them sinking, settling, no residual holding. No subtle tension keeping them slightly engaged. Just complete release into heaviness. Your forearms. Your wrists. Same invitation. Heavy. Loose. fully supported by whatever surface they're resting on. And your hands that did so much today. Let your fingers uncurl. Let your palms open. Let your thumbs fall away from your palms. Your hands can just be hands. Not gripping, not doing, not preparing for anything. Just resting. Open. Empty. At ease. Feel the sensation of your hands releasing. It's profound. Your hands hold so much of your day's doing. When they release, you're letting go of being the door, becoming the one who rests. The poet Rainer Maria Rilke wrote, "I live my life in widening circles that reach out across the world." Tonight, we're not widening. We're gathering in. We're drawing back to center. We're letting the circles of doing become smaller and smaller until there's just this. Your body resting, held by the bed, releasing. Now bring your awareness to your chest, your rib cage, the area around your heart. This area often holds emotional protection. We armor our hearts, literally creating muscular tension to guard our vulnerability. Notice how your chest feels right now. Is it open and expansive, or tight and guarded? Is your breathing reaching here fully, or is it constrained? Take a deep breath in, letting your ribcage expand in all directions, front, back, and sides. Feel the ribs separating from each other, creating space. And exhale completely, but let your chest remain soft. Don't collapse it. Let it stay open but relaxed. Imagine the muscles between your ribs softening, the muscles around your sternum releasing, the protective armor around your heart melting away. You're safe enough to have an unguarded heart right now. No one is here to hurt you. You can let your heart space be soft and open. Your belly, this tender, vulnerable center. So many of us hold our bellies tight all day, sucking in, bracing, creating firmness where softness wants to be. Right now, give your belly complete permission to be soft, to expand, to be loose and unguarded. Let it rise with your inhale, completely unrestricted. Let it soften with your exhale, releasing all holding. Your belly doesn't need to look any particular way right now. No one is seeing it. It can be exactly as soft and loose as it needs to be. Feel the deep muscles of your core, the ones that have been holding you upright all day, finally getting to rest. They don't need to stabilize you right now. The bed is doing that work. This releasing of the belly is profound. It signals to your whole system, I am not under threat. I can afford to be vulnerable. I can trust. Your lower back, your lumbar spine that works so hard to support you. Many of us arch our lower back slightly even when lying down, creating a gap between the back and the bed. This is residual holding. See if you can let your lower back release toward the bed, not forcing it flat, just allowing it to settle, to spread its weight, to be supported rather than supporting. Take a breath into your lower back. Imagine it expanding with the inhale. And with the exhale, let it settle more deeply into the bed, releasing its arch, letting go of its constant work. Your pelvis, your hips. This area holds so much, physically, emotionally, energetically. Let your hip bones become heavy. Let your pelvis sink into the bed completely. If there's any gripping in your hip flexors, your inner thighs, your glutes, let it soften. These muscles can completely rest right now. Your pelvis is the foundation of your spine. When it fully releases, everything above it can release more deeply too. Your thighs, these powerful muscles that moved you through your day. Let them become heavy, so heavy the bed has to hold their full weight. Your knees, even in rest, they can hold subtle tension. Let them soften completely. Let the backs of your knees rest fully against the bed. Your calves, these muscles that worked with every step today. Let them release. Let them become loose and soft, all the constant engagement finally ceasing. Your ankles and feet, your faithful feet that carried you everywhere. Let your ankles be loose. Let your feet fall open naturally to the sides, not held together or positioned, just falling wherever gravity takes them. Let your toes relax. No curling, no pointing, just soft and loose. Feel your whole body now, from head to feet. Every part invited to release, to soften, to be held by the bed rather than holding itself. We've worked through the surface. Now let's go deeper. Because beneath the obvious tension, there are often deeper layers, older patterns, habitual holdings, places where your body has been braced for years. Your body doesn't just hold physical tension. It holds emotional experiences, stress, even trauma. The somatic therapist Bessel van der Kolk, author of The Body Keeps the Score, explains that our bodies remember everything we've experienced, even what our minds have forgotten. When something difficult happens, a loss, a betrayal, a moment of fear or shame, your body responds. Muscles contract. Breathing changes. Your whole system goes into protection mode. And sometimes, even after the event is over, the body continues holding that pattern. The muscles stay contracted. The breathing stays shallow. The protection remains active. This isn't conscious. You're not choosing to hold on to these patterns. Your body is trying to keep you safe based on what it learned during that difficult experience. Tonight, as you release physical tension, you might find emotions arising. Sadness, grief, fear, anger. This is normal. This is your body beginning to discharge what it's been holding. You don't have to analyze it. You don't have to understand where it comes from. You just have to allow it. Let the emotion move through. Let your body complete what it needed to express. If tears come, let them. If your breath becomes shaky, let it. If you feel waves of feeling, let them wash through. Your body is healing. This is what release looks like sometimes. Not just physical relaxation, but emotional discharge. You might notice that some areas of your body won't release no matter how much you invite them. Your jaw still clenched. Your shoulders still raised. Your belly still tight. This is important to understand. Forced relaxation doesn't work. Your body has reasons for holding, and until it feels safe enough to release, it won't. So if there are places that won't let go tonight, that's okay. That's information. Those are the places that need more time, more safety, more reassurance before they're ready. All you can do is continue offering permission. Continue breathing into those places. Continue saying, when you're ready, you can release. I'm here. I'm listening. I'm not forcing anything. Sometimes release happens suddenly, A muscle you've been holding for years suddenly lets go in one breath. Other times, it's gradual. A tiny bit of softening tonight, a little more tomorrow. Slowly, over time, your body learns that it's safe to release. Both are valid. Both are your body's wisdom at work. The poet Naomi Shihab Nye wrote, "Before you know kindness as the deepest thing inside, you must know sorrow as the other deepest thing." Your body knows both. The sorrow of what it's had to hold, and the kindness, your kindness toward it now, as it tries to learn to let go. For the places that won't release, let's try a different approach. Instead of trying to relax them, we're going to befriend them. We're going to get curious about what they're protecting. Pick one area that's particularly tight. Maybe your shoulders, or your jaw, or your belly. Bring your awareness there, not to change it, just to be with it. Notice the quality of the tension. Is it sharp or dull? Hot or cold? Dense or diffuse? Now ask it gently. What are you protecting? What are you afraid will happen if you let go? You might not get a verbal answer, but you might get a feeling, an image, a sense of what this tension is trying to do for you. Maybe your shoulders are afraid that if they drop, you'll be vulnerable to attack. Maybe your jaw is afraid that if it opens, you'll say something you shouldn't. Maybe your belly is afraid that if it softens, you'll fall apart. Once you sense what the fear is, you can speak to it. Thank you for trying to protect me. I understand why you're here. And right now, in this moment, we're safe. You can rest. I've got this. Sometimes this dialogue is enough. Sometimes the tension softens when it's been heard and acknowledged. Sometimes it doesn't. And that's okay too. You've made contact. You've opened a conversation. That's valuable work. Let's work with gravity now. Gravity is always pulling you down, toward the earth, toward rest. But we often resist it, holding ourselves up even when we're lying down. Notice how much of your weight you're actually giving to the bed. Are there parts of you that are still slightly hovering, still being held up by muscle tension? Imagine you could give more of your weight to the bed. not pressing down, just allowing, surrendering to gravity's pull. Let your body become heavier. Let gravity do the work of holding you down, so your muscles don't have to. Feel yourself sinking, not into the bed exactly, but into the support that's always been there, the earth beneath you, holding you up, taking your weight. You don't have to hold yourself together. You don't have to keep yourself upright. Gravity is doing that work. The earth is supporting you. All you have to do is allow. Let go. Give your weight. Trust the support that's beneath you. As you surrender to gravity, your body releases more deeply, because gravity is stronger than your muscular effort. When you stop fighting it, when you work with it instead, everything becomes easier. Feel how heavy you can become. How completely you can let go. I want to prepare you for something that might happen as your body releases deep tension. You might cry. Not sad crying necessarily. Not crying about anything specific. Just tears. Waves of emotion, a sense of feelings moving through you that you can't quite name or explain. This is completely normal. This is actually a sign that your body is doing deeper work, releasing not just physical tension but the emotional content that's been held in that tension. Your body doesn't separate physical and emotional. When something stressful or painful happens, you feel it emotionally and your body responds physically. Your shoulders tense, your jaw clenches, your breath catches. And sometimes, the emotion that caused that physical response never gets fully felt or expressed. Maybe it wasn't safe to cry. Maybe there wasn't time to process. Maybe you needed to keep functioning, so you locked the feeling away. But your body kept holding it. The muscles that contracted in response to that emotion stayed contracted. The physical pattern remained, carrying the emotional content with it. So when those muscles finally release, when your jaw unclenches after years of holding, when your shoulders drop after chronic raising, when your chest opens after being armored, the emotion that was stored there can release too. If this happens to you tonight, please know, you're not losing control. You're not breaking down. You're actually healing. Your body is completing a process that got interrupted, expressing what it needed to express, finishing what it started. You don't need to understand where the tears are coming from. You don't need to analyze what they're about. You just need to let them flow. Let your breath get shaky. Let your chest heave. Let the tears come. Let your body shake if it needs to. These are all natural discharge mechanisms, ways your nervous system releases stored stress and emotion. Animals do this instinctively. After a traumatic event, animals shake, tremble, move in specific ways that discharge the stress from their nervous systems. Then they go back to normal, not carrying the trauma forward. Humans have this capacity too, but we often suppress it. We think we should hold it together, stay in control, not let ourselves fall apart. So we stop the shaking, we hold back the tears, we keep it all contained. But tonight, if your body wants to shake or cry or breathe in that jagged way, let it. This is your body's wisdom at work. This is healing happening. You might feel vulnerable during this release. That's okay. You're safe here. No one can see you. You can let yourself be as messy and uncontained as you need to be. And here's something important. After the emotional release, you'll probably feel lighter, relieved, like something that's been weighing on you has lifted, even if you don't know exactly what it was. Your body has been carrying this emotional content for you, holding it in tension because there was nowhere else for it to go. Now it's letting it go, releasing it, setting it down. This is profound work. This is your body healing itself, completing cycles that got stuck, finishing processes that got interrupted. So if tears come, welcome them. If shaking happens, allow it. If big waves of feeling move through, let them wash through you. Your body knows what it's doing. Trust it. Support it. Let it do this healing work. And if no emotional release happens tonight, that's also perfect. Not everyone needs this right now. Not every tension pattern carries deep emotional content. Your body will do exactly what it needs to do, in exactly the way it needs to do it. But I wanted you to know about this possibility, so that if it happens, you understand it's not something wrong, it's something right. It's your body healing. It's release happening at the deepest level. We're approaching the completion of the day. Your body has had time and attention and permission to release. Now we integrate. Now we rest in what's been accomplished. I want to offer a perspective shift about your body, not as something to fix or improve or perfect, but as something sacred. Your body is the only way you experience existence. Every sensation, every joy, every moment of beauty you've ever known, you experienced it through this body. Every person you've ever loved, you loved through this body. Every meal you've ever enjoyed, you tasted with this mouth. Every place you've ever been, you went there in this body. Your body is not separate from your life. It is your life. It's the sacred vessel through which consciousness, your consciousness, experiences being alive. And yet we treat it so harshly. We criticize it. We push it beyond its limits. We ignore its signals. We talk about it like it's something that's failing us, betraying us, not good enough. What if we approached it differently? What if we treated our body the way we'd treat a sacred temple? With reverence, with care, with deep gratitude for its service. Your body has been with you since the beginning. It's carried you through every joy and every sorrow. It's healed itself countless times. It's adapted to challenges. It's kept you alive even when you weren't paying attention to what it needed. Right now, as you lie here, your heart is beating without your direction. Your lungs are breathing without your management. Your immune system is protecting you. Your digestive system is processing. Your brain is regulating thousands of functions. All of this is happening automatically, faithfully, constantly. Your body is taking care of you every single second, whether you acknowledge it or not, whether you appreciate it or not, whether you treat it with kindness or criticism. This is sacred work. This body that keeps you alive, that allows you to experience existence, that works tirelessly on your behalf, this is sacred. So tonight, as we've been working on physical release, we've also been engaged in a spiritual practice. We've been honoring the sacred. We've been tending the temple. We've been offering reverence to this miraculous physical form. When you breathe into tension with compassion, that's a sacred act. When you thank your body for its work, that's prayer. When you help your body release what it's been carrying, that's worship. Many spiritual traditions teach that the body is the temple of the soul. Your body isn't an obstacle to enlightenment. It's the vehicle through which enlightenment is experienced. You can't transcend your body. You can only live through it more fully, more consciously, more gratefully. So as we move towards sleep, carry this with you. Your body is sacred. It deserves reverence. It deserves care. It deserves your kindness and appreciation and love. Not because it's perfect. It's not. Not because it never hurts or never struggles. It does. But because it's yours, and it's the only way you get to be here, in this life, experiencing existence. That makes it sacred. That makes it worthy of honor. That makes tonight's practice of helping it release and rest not just physical therapy but spiritual devotion. Thank you, body. Thank you for your sacred service. Thank you for being the vessel through which I experience life. I honor you. I appreciate you. I commit to treating you with more reverence. Take a moment to sense your entire body at once, not part by part, but as a whole. How does it feel now compared to when you first lay down? Has anything shifted? Has anything released? Maybe the change is dramatic. Areas that were tight are now soft. Places that were tense are now at ease. Maybe the change is subtle. Just a slightly deeper sense of rest, a little more surrender, a bit more willingness to let go. Either way, acknowledge it. Your body has done good work tonight. It's been willing to listen, to try, to release what it could. Even the places that are still tight, they've been attended to. They've been offered permission. Seeds have been planted. The Buddhist teacher Pema Chodron says, the most fundamental aggression to ourselves, the most fundamental harm we can do to ourselves, is to remain ignorant by not having the courage to look at ourselves honestly and gently. Tonight you've looked at your body honestly and gently. You've acknowledged what it's holding. You've offered it compassion. That's profound work. I want to address something important. You might not feel completely relaxed, and that's perfectly okay. Deep patterns take time to shift. Years of tension don't release in one session. Your body's protective mechanisms don't disappear just because you've given permission. If you're still holding tension, if your jaw is still clenched or your shoulders still raised or your belly still tight, you haven't failed. You've begun. You've made contact. You've started a conversation with your body about what safety and release might feel like. This is a practice, something you return to night after night. Each time you do this work, your body learns a little more, trusts a little more, releases a little more. So let tonight be enough. Whatever degree of release you've achieved, let it be sufficient. Let it be valuable. Let it be worthy. Your body is doing the best it can. It's working with the safety it has available. It's releasing what it feels safe to release. Honor that. Respect that. Thank your body for its wisdom, even when that wisdom says, "Not yet. Not tonight. Still need to hold." Now, as deeply as you're able, let yourself surrender. Surrender to the bed. Surrender to gravity. Surrender to rest. Stop trying to make anything happen. Stop monitoring whether you're relaxed enough. Stop checking if you're doing it right. Just be here, in this body, in this moment, exactly as you are. Let your breath breathe itself. Let your heart beat itself. Let your body do what bodies do when they're finally allowed to rest. You don't have to be in charge anymore. You don't have to manage anything. You can just be held by the bed, by the dark, by the night. Feel yourself letting go. Not just muscularly, but deeper. Letting go of control. Letting go of monitoring. Letting go of trying. Just being. Just resting. Just allowing your body to be exactly what it is. Exactly as it is. Exactly here. Exactly now. This is the final layer of release, the surrendering of your need to manage even your own relaxation. We're coming to the end of our time together, but really, this is just the beginning of a different relationship with your body, with tension, with rest. If these gentle journeys are meaningful to you, I invite you to like, subscribe, or share a reflection below. It helps other restless minds find their way here. But for now, just rest. Before sleep takes you, I want to offer gratitude, not mine to you, but yours to your body. This body of yours, this miraculous, faithful, patient body. It worked so hard today. It held you upright. It moved you through space. It processed every sensation, managed every stress, carried every burden. It did all of this without complaint, without asking for permission, without stopping to rest even when it needed to. And now, tonight, you've finally given it attention. You've listened to what it's been trying to tell you. You've offered it the care it's been needing. Can you feel some appreciation for this body? Some tenderness toward it? Place your hand on your heart if you'd like. Feel it beating. This heart that's been beating since before you were born, that will beat until your last moment, that never takes a break. Thank you, heart. Thank you for your constant, faithful work. Feel your breath. This breath that keeps you alive, that brings oxygen to every cell, that happens whether you think about it or not. Thank you, breath. Thank you for sustaining me. Think of your bones, your skeleton that gives you structure, that protects your organs, that allows you to stand and move and be. Thank you, bones. Thank you for your strength. Your muscles, your fascia, your nerves, your organs. Every system working in concert to keep you alive, keep you functioning, keep you here. Thank you, body. Thank you for everything. I'm sorry I don't acknowledge you more. I'm sorry I push you too hard. I'm sorry I ignore your signals. Tonight, I listened. Tonight, I cared. Tonight, I helped you rest. And I promise to keep trying, to keep listening, to keep offering you the care you deserve. As you drift into sleep or into deeper rest, I want to offer some final permissions. You're allowed to still be holding tension. Your body's protective mechanisms are intelligent and you can trust them. You're allowed to wake up still tight in some places. Deep patterns shift slowly. That's normal. You're allowed to have worked on this tonight and still need more work tomorrow. This is a practice, not a one-time fix. You're allowed to sleep however your body sleeps tonight, deeply or lightly, dreamlessly or vividly, peacefully or restlessly. All of it is your body doing what it needs to do. All of it is valid. All of it is okay. Your body has finished the day, or it's in the process of finishing, or it will finish gradually as you sleep. However it happens, it's the right way for tonight. Trust your body's wisdom. Trust its timing. Trust its process. You've done your part. You've offered attention, compassion, permission. Now you can let your body do its part, the deep, unconscious work of restoration that happens during sleep. Tomorrow morning, when you wake, notice how your body feels. You might wake feeling more rested than usual. Areas that usually ache might feel easier. Your breath might feel fuller. Your body might feel lighter, softer, more at ease. Or you might wake feeling strange, looser in some places but aware of new sensations. Like when you take off shoes you've been wearing too long, relief mixed with unfamiliarity. Some people wake feeling emotional after deep body work, like something has shifted internally that needs to be integrated. That's normal too. However you wake, greet your body with kindness. Thank it for the rest it was able to take. Acknowledge the releasing it did overnight. Appreciate it for continuing to serve you. And then, gently, help it transition into movement. Don't jump up suddenly. Give it time to shift from rest to activity. Stretch slowly. Move gradually. Let it wake up at its own pace. Throughout tomorrow, notice when tension starts to creep back in, when your shoulders start to rise, when your jaw starts to clench, when your belly starts to brace. You can't prevent tension from returning. Life will bring stresses, and your body will respond. But now you have more awareness. Now you can catch it earlier. Now you can remind your body, you don't have to hold this all day. You can release it. Take breath breaks. Stop several times during your day and just breathe deeply, consciously releasing any accumulated tension. Check in with your jaw, your shoulders, your belly. Ask them, are you holding? Do you need to be? Can you soften just a little? This becomes a practice, not just something you do at bedtime, but something you weave throughout your day, moment by moment, helping your body release what it doesn't need to carry. And tomorrow night, when you return to bed, do this practice again. Guide your body through release again. Help it finish another day. Each night you do this, your body will trust the process more. It will learn that release is safe. It will let go more readily. The patterns will shift more easily. This is how healing happens, not in one dramatic moment, but in repeated small acts of care, night after night. day after day, gradually teaching your body that it's safe to be soft, safe to release, safe to rest. You're beginning something important tonight, something that can change your relationship with your body, with tension, with rest, with life itself. And I'm honored to have been here with you for it, to have guided you through this practice, to have offered my voice as support while your body did its profound work of letting go. Sleep well. Rest deeply. Let your body continue its releasing work through the night. And wake tomorrow with gratitude for this faithful, sacred body that carries you through life. I'll see you soon. May your rest be deep. And your dreams be gentle.